Welcome to the Integrated Internal Auditor course covering ISO 9001, ISO 14001, and ISO 45001. In the next 15 minutes, we'll show you how to audit quality, environmental, and occupational health and safety management systems using a single integrated approach. Instead of conducting 3 separate audits, you'll learn to leverage the common Annex SL structure that all 3 standards share, saving time, reducing audit fatigue, and providing a more holistic view of your organization's management system. Let's get started. Let's start by understanding why an integrated audit approach is superior to separate audits, and how the Annex SL structure makes it possible. Organizations with multiple ISO certifications face a choice: conduct separate audits or integrate them into one. Conducting separate audits for each standard means maintaining 3 audit programs, 3 schedules, and 3 sets of plans. Each audit independently reviews overlapping areas like leadership commitment, document control, competence, and internal communication. This creates triple the disruption for operational staff and generates 3 separate sets of findings that may address the same underlying issues. An integrated audit covers all 3 standards in a single program. Common clauses like leadership, planning, support, and improvement are audited once, with standard-specific requirements addressed as extensions. This typically reduces total audit time by 30 to 40%, dramatically reduces audit fatigue, and produces holistic findings that address systemic issues across quality, environment, and safety. Let's compare the 3 standards to understand what each one focuses on and where they overlap. ISO 9001 focuses on quality management, specifically meeting customer requirements and enhancing customer satisfaction. Its unique requirements include customer communication management, product and service design controls, production and service delivery controls, and systematic monitoring of customer satisfaction. ISO 14001 focuses on environmental management, specifically identifying and controlling environmental impacts and ensuring compliance with environmental regulations. Its unique requirements include identifying significant environmental aspects, evaluating compliance obligations, adopting a life cycle perspective, and committing to pollution prevention. ISO 45001 focuses on occupational health and safety, preventing work-related injuries and ill health. Its unique requirements include systematic hazard identification and risk assessment, meaningful worker consultation and participation in safety decisions, emergency preparedness and response, and management of change. All 3 standards share the Annex SL high-level structure. This common framework is what makes integrated auditing possible. Clauses 4 and 5 cover organizational context and leadership. All 3 standards require understanding the organization's context, identifying interested parties, demonstrating leadership commitment, and establishing a management policy. An integrated auditor covers these common requirements once, noting how quality, environmental, and safety policies align or integrate. Clauses 6 and 7 cover planning and support. All 3 standards require risk-based thinking, setting objectives with plans to achieve them, providing adequate resources and competence, and controlling documented information. The integrated auditor verifies these once while examining how each standard's specific risks and objectives are addressed. Clause 8 is where the standards diverge most. ISO 9001 addresses product and service delivery controls. ISO 14001 addresses environmental aspect controls and emergency preparedness. ISO 45001 addresses hazard controls, management of change, and emergency response. The integrated auditor addresses each standard's unique operational requirements while looking for synergies. Clauses 9 and 10 cover performance evaluation and improvement. All 3 standards require monitoring and measurement, internal audit, management review, and corrective action. An integrated auditor evaluates whether these processes effectively serve all 3 management system domains and whether improvement is driven holistically. Now let's cover the practical techniques for planning and conducting an integrated audit that covers all 3 standards efficiently. Planning an integrated audit requires a structured approach that ensures complete coverage of all 3 standards. Start by mapping the common Annex SL clauses that apply equally to all three standards. Plan to audit these once, noting which findings apply to quality, environment, safety, or all three. This eliminates the redundancy of asking about leadership commitment, document control, or competence 3 separate times. Build your audit checklist organized by business process rather than by standard clause number. When you audit the production process, check quality controls, environmental aspects, and safety hazards together. This reflects how work actually happens and gives you a much more realistic picture of management system effectiveness. Assign audit team members based on both their process knowledge and their competence across the three standards. An auditor covering manufacturing should understand quality specifications, environmental emissions, and workplace safety hazards. If no single auditor covers all three domains, pair specialists to audit processes together. Schedule the audit by operational area rather than by standard. Visit each department once and cover all applicable quality, environmental, and safety requirements in that single visit. This minimizes disruption to operations and gives you a complete picture of how the integrated management system works in each area. Let's close with the most important lessons for integrated internal auditing. First, Annex SL is the enabler. Approximately 70% of the requirements across ISO 9001, ISO 14001, and ISO 45001 share common structure and intent. Auditing these common elements once rather than 3 times is the foundation of efficiency in integrated auditing. Second, audit by process rather than by standard. When you examine a production line, check quality specifications, environmental controls, and safety measures together. This reflects how work actually happens and reveals systemic issues that separate standard-by-standard audits would miss. Third, integrated auditing delivers real efficiency gains. Organizations typically see 30 to 40% reduction in total audit time, significantly less disruption to operations, and a more holistic assessment that identifies cross-cutting improvement opportunities. And fourth, integrated auditing demands breadth of competence. Auditors must understand quality management, environmental management, and occupational health and safety well enough to identify both conformity and improvement opportunities across all three domains. Invest in cross-training your audit team. That wraps up our overview of integrated internal auditing. In the full Udemy course, you'll get detailed lessons on auditing all three standards, integrated checklists covering common and unique requirements, practical audit scenarios across manufacturing and service organizations, and techniques for writing findings that drive improvement across quality, environment, and safety. Use the course to become the versatile auditor that modern organizations need. Thank you for watching. If you found this overview helpful, subscribe to the channel for more content, and check the description for the link to the full course. See you in the next video.